Hi there, hope you're all doing well. Since Ravaged Star are adopting the Steel Specters and added in a few more sculpts to the army, I thought I'd grab one and paint one up just to match the colour scheme a little bit more than I did last time. This is Serinn Pavo, one of the named characters who will be leading the armies. She was Black and White Zenithly primed and to get started over the cape and some of the fabric parts of the armour with Royal Cloak. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You could also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. Next up, I started adding in the mid-tone of the cape with Sword Hilt Burgundy. For the back of the cape, I made sure to leave a little bit of the darker tone at the top of each hexagon. Finishing off the fabric parts now, added a highlight with glistening gums. This time around I went over the tops of the hexagons. This is trying to get a bit of a techie scale armor type look. For the remaining parts of the armour and the trim around the cape, I added a base colour with Stark Sea Green. getting a highlight onto the grey parts and adding a once over on the base. I used a medium sea grey. The final highlight on the grey now gets done with pale grey. This is mostly just an edge highlight over a few random parts. You don't need to do every edge, you just need enough to sell the effect. Her face now gets a quick once over with Argonaut skin. She has some red belts around the waist in her artwork, and since I don't want to get a brown out just for the fur around her neck, I used burnt red on both of these parts, mostly just to rely on the wash to darken it down a little bit more normal. A quick highlight on the belts and the sword hilt now gets done with Hellspawn red. She has white hair in the artwork, so I dotted in her eyes and gave her hair a base coat of Offwhite. Now before I move on to the face, I grabbed black and got the base rim done and dotted in her eyes. I'll do this now so I can tidy it up before I highlight this skin. To get the highlight on the skin done, I went over the raised parts with Ares flesh. All of the metal parts now get done with plate armour. This goes over everything that's metal, even the ones that are going to be brass, as this works as a good base colour for that colour. Getting all of the gem-like things and some of the details on the sword done, I used Overlord brass. Moving on to the washes now, I start off with Hellion red wash over the Burgundy and brass parts. Since I wasn't sure what to do with the base, I also washed this as well just to help it blend in a little bit. Finishing up, everything except for her face gets washed with Oblivion black wash. This goes over the base to mix in with that red wash as well, just to get a bit of variation. And that will be it for Serinn. I'm not too sure about the base being so close to the colour scheme, but that is an easy fix if I do decide to do a full army of these guys at some point. They are going to be releasing OPR rules for the new models, so at some point I most likely am going to put together a 2000 point army, and at that point I will fix the bases. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You could also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. As always, if you want a closer look at this mini, check out my Instagram page. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Most importantly though, be kind to each other.